Hey everybody, it's me, TJ, and I'm very excited to be here and bringing you some information on what is happening at your city. That's us here in Anacortes. Not everybody has time to watch the council meeting all the way through, so I wanted to be able to provide a short, very digestible, understandable breakdown of what is happening at our council meetings and how you can be involved and get your voice heard at our city level. So let's get right into it. So our city council met on Monday, March 10th, and there was a pretty full agenda. First up was a public hearing that's still currently open on our community development block grant. Now, this is about $106,000 that we get through a federal grant annually. And actually, Anacortes pulls the seventh smallest amount of any U.S. city. But I mean, every penny matters. And again, this is a public hearing. It's open to everyone, and you're able to comment and have your voice heard on how we should use those funds. Last year, our funding went to disabled access curb cuts at 24th and H. The Anacortes Family Center received money for exterior maintenance of their emergency shelter building, and we also gave them money for some of the much-needed public services that they supply to our community. Family Center does great work here. Also, the Anacortes Housing Authority received money for roof removal and replacement. And Salvation Army got money for floor repair and replacement of their floor as well. Now, this year's plan was off of recommendations from the planning department. And what they're recommending that we fund this year is money to Able Housing, which is a new nonprofit here in Anacortes that caters to adults with disabilities. The Anacortes Family Center, again, getting some money, and Anacortes Housing Authority getting some money, and Administration Anacortes. So there's a whole lot of information on what this is going to, and you can learn more about that detail by taking a look at the presentation from last meeting, and that's linked right down there in the comments. We also received at the council meeting a presentation from Danny Hagan, who's our county assessor. He talked to us about property assessments, where that money goes, what they're used for. The website and contact info are down below, so please make sure you reach out because you can access statements and see how your property taxes are being spent. Also, there was a lot of discussion around applications for property tax discounts for our elderly, disabled, and low-income property owners. That's really important. We also received a presentation from Solarize Skagit, and they are going to be having a kickoff at Maple Hall in LaConner at 10 a.m. on April 12th. And it was great to hear about a solar option for electricity. I'm someone who doesn't support a single energy solution. I don't think everything should be electric or everything should be gas. I'm always just happy when people have a choice in how they want to provide power to their homes. So it was great to hear about solar there. All right, another interlocal that we passed unanimously as a council was our Indigent Defense Interlocal, and that is between Cedar-Woolley, Burlington, Mount Vernon, and Anacortes. A little context here. The Washington Supreme Court ruling, which is expected any day, is going to limit the public defender caseloads that any public defender can take on. So we need more defenders. There was a plan to add another full-time employee as a public defender with the city, but we found that teaming up with other cities is going to help us adjust faster. So details on that plan are online. Be sure to check it out again below. All right, another hot topic, of course, is the 12th and commercial update. Yes, we are redoing that intersection, and no, it is not going to be a roundabout. This is the oldest signalized intersection on a state highway in all of Washington. And the council approved a contract tweak so that we could increase the design fee for the project. Now, a little backstory here. I was happy to be able to initiate the motion to move away from that roundabout because, again, it was going to cost $4 million. I think there was even talk of putting a fountain in there. But in April, the council unanimously scrapped it because, again, $4 million, and they needed a land acquisition. I voted to go away from the roundabout, not just based on cost, but I don't think that it fit the vibe of A-Town. I don't see how a roundabout is going to increase downtown traffic to our businesses or really fix the ferry traffic problem that's always probably going to exist there. Now, most of the cost for this new intersection is coming from grants from the state. And then the next phase is we are hoping to repave commercial, and not just repave commercial, the worst road in Anacortes, but update all of the intersections with ADA compliant ramps. Now, this still needs a council vote. It is still open for public discussion, but Public Works, in the greatest news, has a plan to keep the intersection open while they're doing construction. I'm sure it'll still be a little but at least it'll be open. All right, the last thing that I want to talk to you about is upcoming opportunities to engage. I'm listening to you. I want to hear what you think of what's going on, and so do other people in our government. So there's going to be a town hall meeting with our 40th legislative district representatives. That's Senator Lovelet, Representative Lekanoff, Representative Rammel, and this is going to be at the Mount Vernon Library Commons on Saturday the 15th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Go there, check it out, listen to what they have to say, and have your voices heard. This is our district, and people need to get informed on what's happening here. There is also in Anacortes going to be an open house for discussion of the climate elements of our comprehensive plan, that massive plan that we're working on right now that's going to basically guide how we do things here in Anacortes for the next 10 years. Now, this is going to be at March 20th, 6 p.m. at Anacortes City Hall. Now, I know climate elements can be a divisive issue. There's a lot of passionate opinions on both sides of it, but come, have your voices heard, and learn about what is required of us as a city. Now, details and a bunch more information is going to be down below in the comments, the show notes, or pinned in the comments, links to city council documents, the upcoming agenda, minutes. By the way, speaking of the upcoming agenda, our council meetings are Monday nights at 6 p.m. at the council's chambers. Come down. Our next one is going to be this coming Monday. We have a fire update. We're going to be getting information from our fire department. So make sure that you stay engaged. I want to listen to you. I want to make sure you have a seat at the table and that your voice is heard. So follow these videos. I'm going to be doing them every week. And remember, I'm here to help you engage. So engage with me, and you're engaging with Anacortes. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week. Oh, and if you have anything you want to talk to me about and say, oh, you're so crazy, TJ, or hey, have you ever thought about this? You can write to me at this email address right here, tj@anacorteswa.gov. Have a great week. Be kind to each other.